if something happened to you today, or let's just say, you didn't make it home last night, what would your family, would your family be able to keep the home, or would they just need time to sell it? What do you think there?
Now, I think it will be my wife, since she's a borrower.
Right, right.
Uh,
Now, Jimmy, God forbid something did happen to you in the near future. Would Therese be able to pick up those mortgage payments right away? Like, would she be able to pay for all of that all by herself?
yeah, if she'll be getting she's be my beneficiary, so it will be getting my like insurance and stuff. I think she will manage it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, okay. So makes sense. We get this coverage set up today, then, and she's able to get the death benefit and she's able to have that, then she would be able to. But if we didn't get any coverage or anything in place, then she probably wouldn't be able to, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Jimmy, do you have a pen or paper or something to write these down with? I want to give you three different options here, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
There's two different policies that I'm going to go over with you. So, the first one is a permanent policy, okay? So, that basically just means you're never going to be able to outlive the policy, which is really good, right? So pretty much after you get this policy, you'll never have to worry about getting any type of life insurance ever again, just because you'll just get it taken care of. Permanent policy, it's basically guaranteed that this policy will pay out, right? Regardless whether, you pass away, let's just say tomorrow, or you don't pass away for another like 30 years, right? I mean, Jimmy, just write down permanent policy. I want to give you three options for this permanent policy. So if we wanted to cover the full mortgage, the 325,000 to cover the full mortgage, that would be $767 a month. If you want 325,000 to cover the full mortgage, would be 767 a month. And then if we wanted to cover just half of the mortgage. So if we wanted to do 165,000 in coverage, so if you just now monthly, Jimmy, what that would come out to, $394 to cover half of your mortgage. Okay. Next thing that I want to go over is just the equity protection, right? So basically, this just means that if God forbid you were to pass away, I know that you said that your mortgage payments are $2,200 a month. In the event that you pass away, you want to be able to help her with, like, let's just say 3 years worth of mortgage payments, so that she's able to go ahead and obviously keep up on those mortgage payments for about 3 years or so. So what I'll do is I'll just do 2,200, and then I'll times that by 12, which would be $26,400 is how much she'd have to pay for the mortgage every year, and then I'll just times that by 3, so that we can give her 3 years worth of time. 3 years would be 80,000. Want me to see like what maybe 5 years would look like for you?
Yeah.
Okay. That would be 132,000. So I can show you that as well. That 135, that'd be $325 a month. Jimmy, which one out of those three would you say makes the most sense for what you want to leave for your wife?
How much is it? 5 years?
The 5 years is 325, Trace.
A month?
Yes.
And what about the 3 year plan? What is it?
Yep. So again, the 3-year plan would be $80,000 in coverage. It would be 237 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I told you already that this is my first my first contact for something like this. Get all your numbers and your offer, and then I'm looking. I'll be looking around for other and do my comparison, and then we'll decide, and then we'll finalize. You can email me. Yeah, send them my email or message, so I can have them. I check another insurance company, and then I do my comparison. And
Oldest daughter? we like to get her involved in these things, like, so she can help us, like, you know, look at it and understand.
Absolutely. Super smart. Obviously, if she's going to be the beneficiary with everything. So, also with that, a couple of other things as well, you two, that I'm not an insurance agent, I'm an insurance broker. I do all the shopping around for you. Luckily, I am a broker in the state of Oregon, so I work with every single life insurance company in the entire state. I'm able to do all the shopping for you guys and find you the best rates across all the companies, which is nice just because it takes a lot of that weight off your shoulders. You know, maybe they don't fit your budget the way that you'd want them to. What I was going to show you after the permanent plan is I was going to show you a term policy. So the term policies are cheaper, but the term policy lasts 15 years. It's not permanent.
Yeah, but like, you know, the term policy, you say only 15 years.
Yep, yeah, exactly. So the policy would expire in 15 years. Jimmy is 78 years old, those policies would end. Which is why I always show the permanent plans first, Therese, because like, you know what, if we're gonna be putting money into a life insurance policy, let's put money into a policy that's gonna last forever. Right? That's guaranteed to pay out.
Exactly, to help us out to the end.
It's most important to me is get you guys approved and get the rate locked in now, because you know you're the healthiest and the youngest you're ever going to be today, right?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
if you guys are leaning towards, you know, like the cheaper plan, do you guys want me to try to get you approved for the 3-year plan or the 5-year plan?
What do you think? 3 or 5 year?
What would you recommend?
It's up to us because of the payments monthly. Can you just go ahead and like forward to his email in writing, like everything that we just talked about?
Absolutely, that's totally fine. So I think
help me out if anything was to happen to Jim, even though if I'm going to be getting some kind of income from him.
You know,
right.
You know, kind of figuring out, hey, you know, if something happened to Jimmy, you know, would you be able to help me out with mortgage payments? Would you be able to afford to take over the home? But if we do just get our foot in the door and we start off with the smallest thing, which would be that 3-year plan, that gives you and the kids, Therese, 3 years to game plan and figure out, you know, how do we want to position ourselves? Hey, good news, the mortgage is paid off for us for the next 3 years. So we have 3 years to really game plan exactly how do we want to proceed forward with this, you know, all those different things. Basically, the biggest thing that, you know, we want to do today is just see if we can get you guys approved. So Jimmy, real quick, what is the best email to use for you? Yeah, gmail.com, like BY. Perfect. I got it. Thank you for that spelling. Legal first name is obviously Jimmy, and then legal last name is. And then Jimmy, the best phone number to reach you at is going to be the one ending in 6906. Said that the only thing in your health, Jimmy, is just the diabetes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And then what country were you born in? Was it the United States or?
I was born in Palau.
Sounds good. So I got that. And then you are a U.S. citizen, correct?
Yes.
All right, beautiful. And then what would be the best home address to put down for you for these policy packets? Last thing I want to do, Jimmy, is send you to the doctor to have to, you know, get your blood drawn and have you take a drug test and everything like that. We're just going to pull your medical records using the Medical Information Bureau. So just your social whenever you're ready, Jimmy.
Okay. My social number?
Yeah, yep, just a social security number to pull your medical records, just so that we know we're pulling the right person's medical records.
96.
Your driver's license is issued out of the state of Oregon, correct?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And then you had said that you were 5'6", correct?
Yes.
And 220 pounds?
Yes.
Do you know what month the last time you went to go see him was?
Last time I went to the doctor?
Yeah, just the month and year.
November, because I got every 3 months. So it was
Okay.
November.
Okay, perfect. So I got all that in there. So Jimmy, I was able to get you approved, which is awesome. But the original quote that I gave you again, was just at that standard rating and stuff. So the price did go up a little bit because it does see the high, because you're on the Ozempic, the high blood pressure, and then the cholesterol with the diabetes, just all those kind of factors together. It did go up just a little bit, so thousands at $598. So it went up, quite a bit. Before I try to run different numbers with different companies, did you guys want to do the 80,000 for the 590, or is that just out of budget?
It's probably out of budget.
Yeah, no, I figured. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this instead. So I'm dropping that for you guys because here, so instead of having 2 years to instead of having 3 years to game plan, we're gonna be looking at 2 years to game plan. Jimmy, your address one more time, please.
7301.
No bankruptcy, nothing like that. So that's all gonna be no. I dropped the coverage down from 80, which was 3 years of protection. I dropped it down to 50,000, which is 2 years of protection, which is still giving you 2 years to Therese, to figure everything out. It gives you a 2-year window, everything like that. And it's going to be $378. So again, that's the best price and the lowest coverage that I can give you. And then was that going to be that was going to be coming out of a checking, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be.
Okay.
It's not like final stage, is it?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna pull anything out today. No, we're not. We're not pulling any money out.
Yeah, because yeah. So can Jimmy just get back to you probably after the beginning of the month?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, if you guys are, gonna be paying, rent for the apartment, plus on top of that, also paying, your first mortgage payment this month. Yeah, last thing I want to do is to have anything come out today. So I did get you locked in at that cheapest rate possible. I'm making a note here to call you on February 13th to make sure that I double check to make sure whether this should still be all set up, or if we want to push it back maybe a couple weeks further, or whatever it may be. Like I said earlier, the best coverage to have is the one that's in place. Last thing I want to do is have this come out sooner than what you guys were expecting or something like that, and then you guys cancel it, right? That doesn't do you any good. That doesn't do me any good either, right? Yep. So the routing number that I have for your guys' bank is 12300. Okay, and then can you verify that account number for me?
$3786.
Again, like I said, I do have that set up for the 15th, but I'm going to call you on the 13th. All of that is set up, so we're all good there. And again, that was the best price in the state of Oregon, so I'm glad that, I ran that across multiple different companies. And then the other thing too is, again, guys, once you guys get settled into the home, you guys have a much better idea of what the finances look like. We can always increase that. We can always add more coverage. So right now, Therese, we do have it set up for where the 15th, that 2 years worth of protection would come in. If we ever want to increase that to 3 years, 5 years, or take care of, half the mortgage, or eventually maybe the full mortgage in the future, we can always help you guys set that up as well. Any other questions for me at all before I let you guys go?
No, I'm good. Jimmy? No, he's good.
Okay. Happy Sunday and enjoy the rest of your week, okay?
Thank you, Ryan.
Of course. Sounds good, guys. All right. Bye-bye.